I got a call from a guy with an Amphib car. I have secretly always wanted one of these things, so I'm grabbing Bill, and I'm checking it out.
Thanks for coming out.
Doing?
Pleasure
Bill.
to meet you.
How's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
The Amphicar, huh?
1964.
My God, this is nerd heaven right here.
Yeah, this for sure is a car only a mother could love, you know?
Miss Ruthie, that we call it, is an Amphicar 1964 770. Stands for 7 knots in the water and 70 miles per hour on land. Due to my obligations of getting my daughter an education, I'm required to sell the car. I'm looking to get $48,000 for the car. The least I'm willing or able to take will be $45,000.
You know what? There's something about it I absolutely love.
They're cool cars, man. These were actually advertised back in the day as the sports car that floats.
Yeah.
They were made in Berlin, and a lot of the parts that you see are German parts. The interesting thing is they go with an English motor on the thing. When they originally went to build these, they were going to build 25,000 of them. They ceased production after 3,800, just based on the fact it couldn't support itself. Pretty labor-intensive, and last thing you want is this thing hitting the streets and sinking. The Amphicar was built from 1961 to 1967. A guy by the name of Hans Trippel, he decided that there was a dying need for people to have a car that goes in the water. They're a real quirky, kind of weird car, and it takes a special kind of guy to own one.
Yeah, President Johnson actually owned one of these.
Yeah.
And the story was, like in his ranches, Texas or whatever, he'd have a bunch of people over, and he would just like start screaming and yelling that the brakes were out, and he'd drive it into his lake, just to scare everybody. This right here, though, I dig, though, because this is so George Jetson.
Yeah, George Jetson. Yeah. What's cool about this car, it's still an original paint.
It is original paint.
Looking at the interior, it looks like all original interior on the car. It does have collectability value, you know, so there's always someone for these cars.
So how many miles are on it?
Originally, there's 9,400 miles on it.
That's some low mileage. How many nautical miles?
I have no idea.
All right, so how much do you want for it?
I'm asking $48,000.
Okay. All right, let's see if it floats.
Okay.
And if it floats, we'll talk.
Okay.
Can I drive?
As long as I got a life jacket.
I can't wait to take Bill and Rick on a ride in the Amphicar. It's going to be wild, it's going to be wet, and they're going to fall in love with it.
Someone gonna say a little prayer?
Thank God the lake is shallow, my lord. All right,
Here we go.
Nope, go right on in. Keep going. Don't even let go.
All right, now how do we...
Now push.
I leave it in gear?
Put the clutch in.
Okay, clutch is in.
Rick, put
right.
the stick in neutral. Let out. Give her some throttle. And you see the red light?
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Holy crap, this is weird, dude.
Give her some more throttle.
Yeah, sit right back and you'll hear a tail.
That's not a good luck song, Rick. That's not a good luck song.
So what do you think?
This is like so poor man James Bond.
Well, for a boat car, she seems to run pretty good.
You know, it's not nearly as bad as I thought. Is that full blast?
No. They crank her up.
Oh, we're styling.
You guys know which way the beach is? This is actually pretty cool, man.
In a nerdy kind of way.
There you go.
Just another day at the beach. Now I can take some off my bucket list, man. I dug it from front to back. To get in a car and do something so wrong is to drive it right into the water intentionally, man. It was just the weirdest thing ever, but it was great. It was an awesome experience to drive that thing in the water. So now the question is cool factor, and does it have $48,000 worth of cool factor? Well, there's one that went through auction that had 510 original miles. It went through at $55,000, and that's essentially a brand new car. A year later, it sold for $45,000. So that taken into consideration, in my opinion, I'd say for a car like this in this condition, you're right around 40 grand.
Okay. Well, thanks, man.
All right?
I love this thing. I know it's nerdy. I know it's goofy, but it just says Rick Harrison all over it. I mean, what is your best price on it?
What I'm really looking to get out of it, truly, is I'm trying to pay off a $45,000 loan.
Will you take 38 grand for it?
No, I can't go that low on it.
Can you do better?
It hasn't been for sale that long. I'd hate to come much below that, Rick.
There's a massive risk factor, and it's tying money up for a long time. All right, I'll tell you what. I just really dig the car, and I'm seriously considering maybe keeping it for myself. Will you do 42? I mean, I think it's a fair price. It's just 3,000.
It's a fair price. I just can't do 42 right now.
All right, I mean, you sure?
I'm positive. Thank you very much.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
You got it.
I'm not devastated, but damn close. I wanted this car. The only good thing about not making the deal is now I don't have to hide it from my wife.
You bring me out here to save you from yourself. I'm crazy.
I'm just nerd fabulous on that thing. It's a great car.
Hey, how's it going?
Not too bad. How you doing?
So what is this?
It's a rare SMG 4-barrel spear gun.
Is it yours? I mean, is this something
It
that
is
you,
mine.
Is it something that you actually use, or?
Yes, I've used it quite a bit.
So what do you fish with this?
Anything that looks tasty and is legal to shoot.
Okay, I went sea bass fishing. I just used a pole.
I came to the pawn shop so I could sell my Johnson SMG 4-barrel spear gun. I can use the money to repair my boat so I can get back out spear fishing. I'd like to get $7,000 for the spear gun. Without the boat, I can't fish, so I can get another spear gun, just not a boat.
This is pretty cool. Is this something that you typically would use in a boat, or is it something you'd actually be like scuba diving?
You'd be, scuba diving or skin diving. It fires underwater.
So what can you tell me about it?
This is from the 60s and 70s, made by Tapmatic Company. Out of Costa Mesa, California, they had a single barrel, a 2-barrel, and a 4-barrel. And the 4-barrel is the most sought-after one.
Well, I can understand why you would want a 4-barrel. I mean, if you shot a shark and didn't kill it right away, I'm sure you want another
It's
shot.
nice to have an extra shot. It sure is. And also good if you get a fish and then you see one that you like better, you've got another spear and, ready to go.
Is it spring-loaded, or?
No, it fires with 22 caliber nail gun blanks.
Can you show me how it works?
Sure. Okay, what you'll do is you have like cartridge adapters like these that a 22 will fit in. Then you load those into the back here, rotate the chamber to the next one, load it, rotate it, load it, then you're ready to go.
Similar to a Gatling gun.
Yep, except it fires underwater and a Gatling gun will probably screw up badly.
So what are you looking to get out of it?
I'd like to get $7,000 out of it.
You know, buddy, I'm born and raised in Nevada. It's a landlocked state. These don't come through here very often. We got, could be nothing, could be a major, major issue for me here. I don't know if this is considered a gun. My license allows me to buy antique firearms, but I'm also allowed to buy nail guns that uses the same exact cartridges that this thing would use. So I don't know where this falls. I am gonna have to give my buddy a call, have him come down here and take a look at it, tell me what it's worth and if it's a gun or whatnot.
Okay.
All right, so hang out and I'll get him down here for you.
Okay. Thanks. I love the idea of an expert coming out to see the gun. This gun is so rare, the more you can find out, the better.
We've got an old blunderbuss here.
Almost. This thing is cool. Wow. So this was known as a Johnson SMG Mark IV spear gun or harpoon gun. These were really rare because the company only existed for a few years, and then actually the rights were sold off to a company in New Zealand, but it no longer had the US name to it anymore.
Gotcha.
There's a collector market just for these outside of its utilitarian use as a spear gun. So back here, you can see the maker markings. So Johnson was the designer. The submarine gun, that's why it's SMG, it was made by a company called Tapmatic, which is Costa Mesa, California. So all of this checks out. No question, this is one of the American-produced ones, not one of the New Zealand ones, so it's much more valuable, and it's in excellent condition. At the time that these came out, they were considered the most powerful spear guns in the world because as opposed to using rubber bands, they used 22 caliber wadded blanks. So essentially, they were using the equivalent of a firearm charge.
Which brings me to my first question. Am I allowed to buy this?
I would say probably not. Now, the reason is the legal definition of a firearm in the United States laid out by the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms is any weapon that was designed or could be readily converted to expel a projectile by action of an explosive is legally considered a firearm. Now, there are exceptions. Anything made before 1899, so 1898 and earlier is considered an antique. That's not a firearm. So that being said, you couldn't buy it. I, however, have a federal firearms license. I can buy this type of thing, but I would really love to see it work. Have you fired it?
I have fired it both underwater and on land too.
Well, we have a range here out in the desert. I mean, is it
Okay.
something that you would come and do?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, we'll have some fun with it.
Cool, guys. I'll meet you out at the gun range, and I'll be a happy spectator.
Awesome.
Okay,
Well, it's
great.
nice to meet you, Rick. I'll see you at the range.
I guess I'll bring my dad if I have to.
I think he'd like it a
Appreciate
lot.
it, man.
All right,
Thanks for coming
thanks,
in.
Corey.
My best advice for the shop is not to buy this because I don't want them in any kind of legal trouble by mistakenly buying a firearm. But these spear guns don't come up for sale often, and I'm pretty interested in it.
This is so cool looking. So this is a spear gun.
It is SMG 4-barrel spear gun.
So can you shoot a shark with this?
Yep, you could. Very easy.
So looks like it's all ready to go.
Yep, I just have to put the cartridges in and we'll be ready to fire it. It fires by 22 caliber nail gun blanks that are slid in through the breech. Then you put the spears down the barrel.
The spears would be different for underwater use, but for dry air use, we're using carbon arrows. To keep within the spear gun theme, I set up a large shark balloon, and it's a little windy, so it's actually like a bit of a moving target, but at least we get 4 chances at it.
Okay. I'm not going to shoot that thing until I see someone else shoot it a few times.
Well, I came out here with the purpose of shooting this to see if it's something I want to buy, so I guess I'll shoot it.
Okay. You want to cock it?
So
the
now the
safety off?
safety's off?
The safety is off.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to stand back a little bit.
Oh my gosh, this thing is awesome. Rick, you gotta try this.
All right.
But you gotta wait. I got another balloon. I'll put it up right now.
All right. I guess this is the safety position.
Yeah, safe as it's going to get, I guess.
Not like when I was kids and we'd shoot an arrow straight up in the air and see who ran first.
Have at it.
All right. All right, here we go. Oh, come on.
This spear gun is really cool, unique, very powerful, way more powerful than I realized. And it actually hit the target, so I can only imagine how lethal that thing would be underwater. I'm gonna try to buy it.
It's so Buck Rogers.
I've never seen anything like it. Alex, what do you think it's worth?
I did find a little research that one sold just like this about 10 years ago for $7,500. But there is no question in my mind after using this that this should legally be considered a firearm. That means I'd only be able to sell it through an FFL process, which is more complicated and it limits the market. So for me, I would like to own it. I think that if I were to offer you $2,000, I think that's a pretty fair price.
2,000's, very low. I couldn't accept 2,000. I mean, I'd be a player more in, say, 6,
I could come up to 3,000, but that would be it.
I do need to fix my boat. Could you do like 4,500?
It's weird watching this, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Doesn't feel right.
I'll give you $3,250.
4,000.
$3,250, it's fair.
You'd feel really good about $4,000, I'm sure.
I won't feel good about 4,000, but
Eventually you will.
All right, 3,500.
3,750.
Oh, come on, 3,500, you're right there.
3,500.
All right, fine.
All right.
Cool.
Deal.
Deal?
Okay.
You own it.
It was worth something.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have gotten a little more money, but I'm okay. I can fix my boat.
I appreciate
Yeah,
it,
if
Rick.
you ever want to learn to dive, come, look me up and, bring that thing with you. And
It probably cost me as much to learn the dive as I spent on the gun.
What can I help you with?
I got this medal.
Okay. A Lusitania medal.
Yep.
These things are sort of like the Holy Grail. In really good condition, they could probably go for $20,000, $30,000. If it's the real deal, it's worth that or maybe even a little bit more.
I came to the pawn shop to sell my Lusitania medal. I'd like to sell it today because I need the money.
Where did you get this?
My mother found that about 40 years ago.
Okay. The sinking of the Lusitania is almost as famous as the sinking of the Titanic. It's also what brought the U.S. into World War I. The Lusitania was a great luxury liner. I mean, it was right around the same size as the Titanic. It was a huge ship. You have to remember, in 1915, the British were at war with the Germans. It's World War I. The United States was not in the war yet, but we were supplying arms to Britain. Now, the Lusitania was a luxury passenger ship, but they were using it to transport arms to England.
Yeah.
The Germans actually took an ad out in newspapers in New York City and basically said, don't get on the Lusitania, because if it's carrying arms, we are going to sink it. Obviously, a lot of people didn't take them seriously, and a U-boat ended up sinking the ship. Sinking the Lusitania was a crazy move for Germany. Yes, they warned us, but killing 1,200 civilian passengers, that was unwarranted.
Why would they make a medal about Lusitania?
Germans were like proud of sinking this when they shouldn't have been. I mean, they killed 1,200 innocent people. You see these people in line to buy tickets? If you look close, it's death selling the tickets. This man's reading the newspaper right here. That's where the Germans put the ad in the newspaper. Don't get on the Lusitania because we'll sink you. The British copied the medal. They made right around 300,000 copies. Sold them more or less to say this is how barbaric the Germans are. It was a PR thing. So the question is this an English one or a German one? Because the German one is worth a hell of a lot more than the English one. The original German coin was made of bronze. Ones made in England were made out of iron. The way you tell them apart is bronze is not magnetic whatsoever. And the thing is, if a magnet sticks to this, it's not an original German one, which is worth tens of thousands of dollars. So go grab me a magnet. Whenever someone comes in the store with a medal or a coin, I have to be 100% sure it's what they say it is. In this case, a magnet will prove it.
Dun, dun, dun.
Damn it. Huh. You know, I've never tried to pick that up with the magnet before.
It's not an original German one. It's not bronze. It's a British copy.
What do you think this medal's worth?
I think it's probably worth right around 150 bucks, and I would give you 100 for it.
Yeah, I don't know. For $100, I think I would just put it in a box and let my great-grandkids have it.
Well, have a nice day then.
If I'd have pulled out a magnet 35 years ago, I probably would not have had that medal today. I drank a lot, and I'd have probably traded it for a beer.
Hey, Rick, remember me?
How's it going, man?
How you doing, Rick?
Oh, good, man. This is cool.
Check out this boy. Yeah, this is a 1920s English Channel buoy light. It's all solid brass.
I'm like super nerding out on this thing, dude.
It is a red buoy because it marks the red side of the channel. So when you're entering from sea, what sailors always said was red right returning from sea. So you want to pass the red buoy on your right side. I'm looking to get $2,500 because I like to help my daughter out with the college.
Things like this were so important. It wasn't until after World War II that there was like a commercial radio guidance system for ships. Before that, I mean, when you navigated, if it was cloudy where you couldn't see the stars or the sun, you navigated by the seat of your pants, basically,
Right.
You could be to a point where I don't know if I'm 100 miles from the shore or I'm 2 miles from the shore. That's what these things did. This, foghorns and lighthouses, and
yeah.
that's how they navigated everything. These things saved, countless lives, countless amounts of money. We can open it up?
Yeah, we can open
cool.
this up. Yeah. So this here.
Basically, it's just a really simple torch. And this right here, I guess this is the limestone right here that it blasts against that gets red hot. It's a weird system. You take the acetylene gas, which burns really hot, you burn that against a piece of limestone, and limestone, when it gets really, really hot, suddenly starts blowing out all kinds of light. That's why they say in the old movies, you've heard the expression, in the limelight?
Yes, I have.
Because that's way back in the day. That's what they used to light the stages with because it was so bright. I mean, this thing is really, really cool, man. Let's get the thing back together.
Okay.
I absolutely love stuff like this. I mean, it's a great design and it's an incredible shape. Remember, this thing was in the ocean for years and years. I've dealt with Gus before, and he's pretty tough on his prices sometimes, but I really like this, so I'm hoping he comes to terms. How much you want for it?
I like to get $2,500 for this piece.
And that's what you would like to get for it. But what would you take for it?
Well, make me an offer. Make me an offer I can't resist.
It's deeply cool. I'll give you 1,500 bucks for it.
Can you do 22?
Can we compromise at like 1,700?
1850, we got a deal.
So 1,800?
1800 is.
All right, cool, man. This is great. I love this thing. Let's go do some paperwork.
Okay,
Just leave it here.
all right.
Be cool.
I'm happy with $1,800. I'm gonna give my daughter the whole $1,800 because I'm such a good dad.
What do we have here?
I'm thinking it's an old boat motor. I found it on Lake Erie in Kelly's Island.
Old motors like this, people hooked them up to everything.
Listen to that. Listen to that purr. Hear the purr?
I think you've been like sucking on the exhaust pipe. I mean,
I'm coming down to the pawn shop today to bring in an antique boat motor. And these motors, they gotta be rare. So I'm thinking $1,500 would be a good jumping off point. If I can make the sale today, I'll take that money and put it to use and buy my son a go-kart.
it's a cool little motor. They're really collectible. I'm assuming this is probably 1910-ish.
1910-ish.
1910, 1920s. It is like one of the first two-stroke motors. For the time, it's perfect for a boat motor. Lightweight, a lot of power for size. Basically, it was set for one speed. Every single time the piston goes up, the spark plug will fire. When the piston went down, it forced gas into the cylinder. So it would go down, suck in gas, and then when it went pushed back up, that's a check valve that would close, push the gas into the crankcase. This right here adjusts your timing. After your motor warmed up, you had to adjust this a little bit. And this right here is where a shaft went to a propeller. Really simple little ignition system, but it worked.
Yeah. Put.
It's two strokes, so you've used a weed whacker, right?
Yeah, oh, heck yeah. I'm married. We gotta do yard work, you know that.
This is basically the equivalent of like your chainsaw motor or your weed whacker motor, but it weighs like 40 pounds.
Really?
How much you want for it?
You know, being an antique like it is, and that, I mean, I'd like to get $1,500 for it.
Not in this lifetime.
For real.
For real. There's a million guys out there that love small motors. Okay, the problem is there's a million small motors out there. I'll give you like $300 for it.
$300, you crazy?
Motors like this, restored, beautiful looking, go for like $1,500, $2,000. But yours is not pretty, beautiful, all restored.
But mine's rare.
I gotta get a guy to get it running right and make it look pretty, and that's gonna cost me money.
It's not gonna take that much to fix it. $1,500, come on.
No, $300.
I can't do $300. $1,000.
I'll go $400.
$1,000, it's yours.
$400.
Come on, you still got room.
No, I don't. I spend more than that. I'm not buying a boat motor, I'm buying a boat anchor. $400?
Nope, not selling.
Have a nice day.
All right.
Change your mind, come and see me.
I got a sinking feeling that it's worth more.
I have a sinking feeling I would never make money on it anyway.